Well, today is Thursday, March the 23rd. We are on day, I believe it's 13 of our trip. We are in Dodge City, Kansas at the Boot Hill Museum. This is the site, one of the sites of the old Dodge City from the late 1800s. And they've got several restored buildings, historical artifacts that we're going to go see here as soon as it opens. It doesn't open for another 20 minutes or so. It is a 264 engine, which indicates the placement of the wheels. It's how they classified the steam engines. So that tells us that this was a medium-duty locomotive. Well, here we can see the inside, the cab of the 1139, the gauges and controls. There's the firebox. This seat would be the fireman's seat. He is responsible for keeping up the fire, making sure that the pressures and the level in the boiler were all correct. This was the engineer's seat. Of course, he's responsible for driving the train. The brake handle. And this is the Old Town Dodge City exhibit at the Boot Hill Museum. Replication of the old Front Street in Dodge City in the late 1800s. A tonsorial parlor. This is the site of the original Boot Hill Cemetery. Still out here to this day. Part of this exhibit in Dodge City. I have no idea how many of these graves may be original. Sign says, "Is this the real cemetery?" Yes. Are there anybody still buried here? Perhaps. Alright, we are coming into the town of Medicine Lodge, Kansas. Interesting note about this town, on the banks of the river that we had just crossed, there's great deposits of Epsom salts. This was a mineral that was valued by the Indians, and they used to build lodges along the side of the river in order to mine these minerals. And the white settlers called those huts, temporary huts, medicine lodges. So the town got the name of Medicine Lodge. Back in the 1880s, the 5 great tribes of the Plains Indians came together with the United States government in this town and signed what was known as the Medicine Lodge Treaties, which gave different tribes different areas to live in and allowed them to pay tribute, give gifts to the U.S. government, or receive gifts from the U.S. government, which the government felt was a lot more economical than having war with the tribes.
Very interesting little town. Got a lot of history, and it's really interesting.